an unboxing on Negative Legends channel? It's more likely than you think. This video was actually supposed to come out a lot sooner, but I kind of got sick over the holidays. So, sorry, special extra sorry to Bushiroad, who are the people who sent me this and is also sponsoring this video. So, they were very nice when I was like, hey, I'm literally too sick to move. I'm not gonna be able to get the video out. And they're like, that's okay. Please take care of yourself. I'm like, wow, thank you. So, props to Bushiroad. I have done a box opening on this channel before. Well, I've done a lot of box openings on this channel, but specifically ones that are sponsored by Bushiroad with the new Vanguard OverDress. This one is the 6th starter deck, and if you want to watch the previous 5, there'll be a link somewhere in this video. And the featured nation in this one is Dragon Empire, and I mean, no hate, but that doesn't look like much of a dragon to me. But then again, I don't really care. So let's pop this open and see what's going on. In typical fashion, you have the deck. You have the little guide to teach you how everything works in case you're dumb, or maybe if you haven't played in a little while and kind of forgot some of the rules and are currently making a video for YouTube and gonna need a refresher so you don't sound like a complete dingus. They even have a little manga on the back that teaches you how to play. That's adorable. Look at that. That's cute. Me and my partner actually, when I got sent the other 5 starter decks, played the game and tried it out and tried out the new rules, and it's actually really fun. And she actually picked it up really fast. So, I mean, like, that's either props to how well designed the game is or just how smart she is. So, who knows? First, we have Sealed Blaze Maiden Bavzargra? I'm sorry, what? Bavzargra. Yeah. That is what it says. Automatically, when it's on the Vanguard once per turn, when this unit is armed, you can soul charge 1, choose a grade 1 or less card from your drop, and call it to the rear guard. And you can activate on the rear guard once per turn if this unit is armed with 2 or more cards. Pay 2 Soul Blast, retire all of your opponent's front row rear guards, and this unit gets +1 critical until end of turn. And this is the figurehead of the deck. This is the one that's going to, I don't know, most likely is going to be the one that you want to get out as fast as possible. You get 4 copies of them. Next, we got something that looks a bit more like a dragon. Sealed Blaze Dragon Halibadra. They like to do the dra, don't they? Dragon. I'm gonna roll my R's every single time, just so you know. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard by writing from Sealed Blaze Dragon Namorkar, choose an arms card from your drop and put it into your hand. Automatically, when it's on the rear guard, when this unit attacks, if your Vanguard is armed, this unit gets 5,000 power until end of that battle. Where are the armed cards? I'm assuming we're going to find out later on. I like how in these starter decks they always have like the grade 2 cards usually synergize with previous grades, and like it seems to be the case with a lot of the starter decks. So it makes it very balanced, and they all do different things. Some of them are slightly better, slightly worse than the others, or some of them are slightly worse, but I prefer the playstyle of them, so I stick with them. Next we have Sealed Blaze Dragon Namorkar, the one that the previous one just referenced. Automatically, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard by writing from Sealed Blaze Dragon Onrisa, you can Soul Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 Sealed Blaze Sword Privivi, or Sealed Blaze Shield Swayanbu, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. On the rear guard, when this unit attacks, it gets 2,000 power till end of battle. There is a lot of search in this deck so far, and there have been some other previous decks that have search, but this one just right out the gate, just search, and I'm like, wow. This may be good. This deck may be good. I mean, search is always something that I've always adored in card games. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and we're gonna search for the previous, the ones that they mentioned, which is, one of them is this one. When this unit is rode upon, if you went second, draw a card. And this is the starter card. This is a grade 0 with no trigger. You're going to start the entire game off with this card. It's just, you search for these 3 in succession, and you want to put it on top of each other, and then boom, you have quick synergy. And all of them, if I remember correctly, it's been a while, all of them, the starter cards say automatically when this is rode upon, if you went second, draw a card. They make sure like all these decks are balanced. Yes, by having a lot of the effects of like the basic stuff, like your grade 0 be the same, but as you progress through the game, you have to actually start thinking and start reading your cards and realizing like, this functions a lot differently than my opponent's deck, even though some of the cards have similarities. But there is enough variation with them that it all feels different. You get one of those. It'd be weird if you got any more than one. Next, we have Sealed Blaze Dragon Ulsolra, a grade 3, another Persona ride. Automatically, when this unit is placed on the rear guard, you can Soul Blast 1, choose an arms card from your drop, and put it into your hand. You get 1, 2, 3 of those. Give me a second. I'm gonna look up if arms is like a thing. I'm gonna spoil it for myself here. Where are the arms cards? Is that like a named archetype in this? Okay, I've looked into the future of the deck. I see the armed cards. They are at the very end. So bear with me. We will all know what the arms cards are. It's literally just weaponry. Like when they mention the sword and the shield, that is what they're talking about. There are units that do that. But right now we have a grade 2 Elekbo Dragon. Just a vanilla card. You get 1, 2, 3 of those. Next, we have a grade 1 Sealed Blaze Dragon Shirunga. That card is actually really pretty. Automatically on the rear guard, when this unit boosts, you can discard an arms card from your hand to draw a card. Okay, so there are other lower grade units that synergize with the arms cards. And so this will allow you to cycle through your deck in order to get the cards you need more. You get 3 of those, get the cards you need more. In the cards you need more in that moment in time if you don't have the cards in your hand. We have that perfect guard that we love to see, Escort Stealth Dragon Hayashikaze. It is a sentinel, and automatically when this unit is put onto the guard, discard a card from your hand, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until the end of battle, which is what a sentinel does. That is what makes sentinels so super nice, and that's why I got the little golden thing in the corner. Get 3 of those, and we have the same card that we see in every single starter deck. This is the Overdrive trigger. Overtrigger. Hang on, they want to make sure I'm using the exact perfect type wording. So Overtrigger. I keep saying Overdrive because it sounds correct to me. Overtrigger. And essentially, when you take damage, if you flip this over and it's like, aha, I have the Overtrigger, you get 100 million power to your unit, and haha, messes up your opponent. Next, we have the rest of the triggers. You have a critical trigger, Conduct Spark Dragon. I think they're all vanilla triggers. Draw trigger, Rushing Dragon, Steel, Dilofo. I mean, I guess you can consider dinosaurs to be dragons. I heard a lot of people, like, in elementary school say that. And you know what? It makes enough sense to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some people may be wondering, why do they have vanilla cards? That's kind of lame. Well, you need to remember, this is a starter deck. You want to have cards that you're able to switch out and upgrade. The point of it is not to, be the best deck it can be. The point is to give you a starting point so that you can customize it yourself. Next, we have the front trigger, which I think is also specific to Vanguard OverDress, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm now only at a point where I'm playing Vanguard OverDress, and I have completely forgotten a lot of the rules of the previous Vanguard. So we have 3 of these, 3 of these. And we have this adorable heal trigger, White Light Dragon it's far away from my face, Parasolus. And you get 1, 2, 3 of 4 of those. Good. And here are the arms cards that we were talking about. Literally a sword, Sealed Blaze Sword, Prithvi, which is a right deity arms, Sealed Blaze made for Sealed Blaze Maiden. This little person right here. The specified Vanguard arms it. So you arm that specific Vanguard. If a new right deity arms is armed, put this card into the drop. You can play this card with a Soul Blast 1. Automatically, if it's in the Vanguard, when this unit armed with this card attacks, that unit gets 1,000 power until the end of battle. Till the end of that battle. I think there's actually a specific difference between battle and that battle in the wording. At the end of that battle, if your opponent's damage has 4 or less cards, you can counterblast 2 and put this card into your drop, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards, and deal 1 damage. Wow. Okay, dang. This card seems like, this deck seems very much, cycle through your deck as fast as possible, get the cards you need, and then just load her up with all these arms, and then just dish out damage. So you get 4 of those, and I think this is the last card in the deck. We have Sealed Blaze Shield Swayanb. So this is the card that it was talking about when I it. Again, it is specifically for Sealed Blaze made in Vanguard, and after being, it arms it. You can play it with a Counterblast 1, and automatically on the when it's, did I say Vanguard for the other one? I'm still recovering from being sick. I apologize if I mess up. Both of these have their abilities for if they're on the Vanguard. Automatically on the Vanguard once per turn, when this unit armed with this card is attacked, that armed unit gets a 10,000, oh, I think I read that wrong, 10,000 power until the end of that battle. This is what happens when you don't have commas with your powers. I'm gonna read it wrong, and I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna mess up in tournament, because I read my cards wrong. But it's okay, it saves space in terms of the text box. That's one of the things I always cared about, I always liked about Vanguard. Like, yes, there is a lot of learning of terminology and symbology, but once you get over that, it makes reading the text box so much easier compared to a certain other card game where it's a paragraph every single card, and it makes it a pain in the butt to read every single card. And whenever you need to memorize a deck, it's like reading a book every time. So that is the 6th starter deck for Vanguard OverDress. I'm excited to give this a shot. I'm excited to, you know, be able to try this deck out for myself. I want to give another super special thank you to Bushiroad for sponsoring this video. If you want to follow me on my social medias, I have an Instagram and a Twitter and a Patreon. You can find this, just ask your local game stores or wherever Vanguard is sold. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay beautiful and keep playing.